All right, I am live. Oops. Hello, everyone. This is Jen with Jen's Den Art. And all of a sudden, I only have one screen. Hang on, let me figure out how to get my second screen going.
And that's the way that it looks, just so you see.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to my other screen.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, there I am right now. Hello. I don't know why I don't have two screens. It just happened that way this time. Come on in, everybody, and say hello. Happy Memorial Day, if we want to say a happy Memorial Day.
It is. It's remembrance.
Come on in, everyone. We are going to have some fun tonight. I am Jen with Jen's Den Art. I am so glad that you are here with Michael and I. Michael is in the background. If you cannot hear us, it is because I do not have my microphones on. So let's get that going. Here you go, baby.
I get a microphone?
Yes, you get a microphone. You can probably hear us better now.
There you go.
Since we always forget to put our microphones on before we come live. Let me put it on here. Hello. Hi. Tell us where you're watching from. Tell us what's going on tonight. If you were off today, from work and you were able to enjoy the day today, let us know. Hello, Sharon and Doris and Elaine. We are streaming live from a number of different places right now. We are streaming live on my business page, Jen's Den Art. We are also streaming live in my two private membership groups because they get a bonus tutorial this month. You know, this is I go live every Monday and Tuesday in my membership groups. We have a two-part, which this one might end up being a two-part painting. We have a two-part painting every Monday and Tuesday night at 6 p.m. And it's 4 per month. Well, this is week 5 of the month of May. So it's a bonus painting. It's a 5th painting for my members. But I figured, you know what, since it was Memorial Day, let's do a free painting for everyone. And let's talk about how we want to remember our fallen soldiers tonight. So
everybody gets a free painting?
It's a free tutorial. Yes. Oh. Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a free tutorial tonight.
Cindy, you can comment. I just read that you said you can't comment.
Yeah. So Cindy is here, y'all, to help us out. Cindy is my helper, my virtual assistant. I'm not sure why she said she can't comment when we see your comment. Look, Cindy.
Oh, yay, it worked.
So, hello, everyone. We are going to get started because this painting may or may not be finished in one night. And I am going to change my view so you can see. I'm going to take my face off of the camera and I'm going to give you my other view so you can see what we're going to be working on. And here you go. This is what we're going to be working on tonight. This right here is a painting that I used a reference photo to start the painting, but I kind of made it my own as I went. Okay, so this is on a 9x12. If you are interested in getting the template, if you are on my email list, you already got the template for this 9x12. Okay, it was emailed out earlier today with all of the paint colors that we're going to be using and all of the materials that we're going to be using. If you are not on my email list, you do not have that information So what I suggest you do right now is you join my email list, and the template will be automatically sent to you so that you can join us in this free painting tonight.
Everyone that's thanking me for my service, thank you so much. It does not go unnoticed. I so appreciate it.
So if you don't know, and if you're a first-time follower, let us know if you're a first-time follower. If you are a tribe member and you are a painting member with us, please let us know that you are watching tonight. And I'm gonna start putting my paint colors down so we can get started. And the first color that I put down is a titanium white. Okay, titanium white. And then the next color that I am going to put down on my palette is, I'm going to use a palette knife to scoop this out. I'm going to put black, Mars Black down here. All right. Okay, and these are all acrylics. It doesn't matter what brand you use. You're going to see me use everything from the little craft bottles all the way to Golden, the professional brand acrylics. Okay, so just whatever you have on hand will work fine for this painting. The next color I'm going to put on my palette is an ultramarine blue. Basically, just any blue that you want will work for this, but I really like this this color right here. It's called ultramarine blue, and it's just very vibrant. It's kind of like a purplish color, and so purpley blue. Oops. Put that top back on it. And then I'm also going to use a cerulean blue. It's a really pretty sky blue. Okay, and that's what's going to start. What we're going to do is I'm going to take you through the whole process here so that you can paint this. Either you can paint it with us tonight. Let us know if you're painting it with us tonight. Or if Miss Beth, we're opening the tribe soon, my friend. So come on in. We would love to have you. It's going to open up in a couple of weeks. So yeah, I'll give y'all more information on that as we go. I'm so excited. So what we're going to do is I'm starting with a blank canvas. Okay. We're going to start with a blank canvas, of course. I'm going to just put this right here so you can see pretty much what we're doing. We're going to start on the background. All right. We're going to start on the background. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to layer. We're going to layer and layer and layer until we get everything in this painting that we want. And in order to get your painting to work the way that I like to paint, you don't have to do it this way, but it's the way that I like to paint, is most of the time I start by adding my background first. And then as I see layers come out, basically whatever is the furthest away from me is what I paint first. And then I work my way and I paint whatever is closer to me and closer to me and closer to me until I get all the way to the thing that's the closest. And by closest, I mean, think about if you were actually taking this photograph and you were standing in this field. What would be in distance wise, what would be the furthest away, and then what would be the next thing that's the next closest, and so forth and so on. So that's kind of how we're going to paint this, and you're going to see all of those layers just come on top of each other and just work beautifully together. There are many different ways to paint. There is not one way. I am just going to show you my techniques that I like to use. I'm a self-taught artist, but I am a professional teacher. I have over 30 years of professional teaching behind me, and I could teach you anything from tying your shoe to riding a bike to doing trigonometry problems to, I don't know.
Please do not ask for any math stuff. Please.
My degree is in education, and it is in higher ed mathematics and also physical education. So the education component, yes, I have many, many years in the education component, but once you know how to teach, you can teach almost anything. So this is what we're doing today. Let me talk you through what I'm doing. I am taking some black and white, and I'm just using a large, basically like a large flat brush. This one has a little angle to it. I mean, it really doesn't matter whether it has an angle or not. I'm just using it to cover the background. Okay, so I'm just going back and forth. I made sure that my paintbrush is wet. I made sure that I made sure that I dipped it in the water, and I want y'all to see my water here so you can see what I'm doing. And then I just kind of dabbed it off, and then I just grabbed a bunch of white paint. Okay, a bunch of very little black paint because you don't need much of that at all. A little bit of the blue because I want it to be kind of like a smoky blue back here. I know that's not exactly what I have right here, but we're going to do something close to that. You know, when you try to paint a painting for the second time, have any of y'all ever tried that? You never end up painting the painting to look exactly like it was the first time. So just know that that's probably going to happen in this case as well. We're going to try to make it as close to I can to what I did originally, but you know, some things are just not going to be exact. All right.
I love it. I love it.
What's that?
Painting.
Oh yeah, the painting is pretty awesome.
I mean you. I love you. I love you.
Oh, I love you too, baby. Okay, so if you do not know, Michael is a 22-year combat veteran, and this day is a really
good day. It's a good day.
Good day for him and all the other veterans out there. We are. I know you're probably thankful that we do have a day to recognize, you know, what you have all done and gone through.
I like to look at it as it's not just for us military guys and gals. It's for those who serve with policing and in the fire department and EMS of all sorts.
Yeah, it's a good point. Okay, so if you notice down here, y'all, there's a green pasture, okay? And then, of course, all of your tombstones. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take this green and I'm going to add it to the bottom. And I'm just basically taking the same colors that I had just a second ago. But instead of blue, I'm going to use green. And I'm going to do the same thing. And what I put on my palette is I put 3 different shades of green because I like to use a light green, a medium green, and a dark green. Okay, so what I did was I used a light green, which is actually the medium one. This is lime green. It's vivid lime green. That's my really, really bright green. And then I also have a sap green right here. Actually, that says hooker's green. I thought it was my sap green. I pulled the wrong one. But it's a dark green. You can see how dark it is. Okay. So I just actually kind of mixed those up on my paintbrush. And I noticed that it's a little bit yellow. You notice how yellow it is? That's because I really don't know why that happened. What green did I pull? Did I pull this green? I don't know if I did or not. Let's see. Maybe that hooker's green has a lot of yellow in it. It sure does.
Does it?
Yeah, look at that. That hooker's green has a lot of yellow in it. So let me grab a different green because that's way too yellow for me. Let me see. Let me grab cadmium oxide. I have a bunch of greens out here. Where's my sap green? Y'all know I love my sap green, and then of course when I need it, I can't.
I mean, who doesn't love sap green?
I know sap green is like so awesome.
I was thinking about sap green last night. It's like sap green.
It's like the best color ever. You are just too much. Okay, so I grabbed my sap green, and hopefully we're gonna get a little bit more of a green tint going here rather than a yellow. All right, that looks a little bit better. Why is it so yellow, y'all? I did not realize that. Very interesting. What?
Pat said I was thinking about Filbert.
I was waiting for y'all to start with the filbert. We have this theme, y'all, about filbert because I use a filbert brush. Don't I use a filbert brush in just about every painting that I do? And so there's this contest in the membership where when I'm live and I say, okay, I'm getting out my filbert brush.
Filbert.
The first part, I'm going to start giving a prize. I am. I'm going to start giving a prize. I'm going to give away a filbert brush every time.
Pat Berger's going to win. She's on Filbert.
The first person that says filbert in the comments, once I say I'm using a filbert brush, it's like a contest now, and we're all like, filbert, filbert, filbert.
Shirley actually got it tonight.
We're not using a filbert yet, Miss Shirley. It doesn't count. I love it. I love it. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to make sure. So I just barely touched my paintbrush in the water. And what I want to do is I want to kind of blend these two colors together. A little bit more water on my paintbrush. And I'm going to blend these two together. Very, very little. There we go. All right. So that's kind of what I want there. I really want my green to be darker. So I'm going to grab, what was that?
It's my, no.
Did y'all hear that in the microphone? Michael just ripped a piece of paper or something. I'm going to grab a little bit of black, and I'm going to put a little bit of that black in my green to make it just a little bit darker. I'm going to keep on going back and forth. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, y'all can ask questions in the comments. Michael is checking the comments, and if he misses it, just don't worry. Just post it again, or somebody else will answer you if we don't see it. So Michael is here to help with the comments, of course, because I can't keep up with the comments. So
hello, Deborah.
All right. So y'all see how I have like all this beautiful blending here. And I just kind of made it really, really smooth. Key note, make sure you use a lot of water when you do this. That's what helped everything blend really easy. And not only that, the types of paints I'm using are very high quality for the most part. And they move really easy. So if you can splurge.
Carrie, thank you for spending all day at the lake and then coming to be with us tonight.
Oh, thanks, Carrie.
Yeah, that's pretty hardcore.
Can you give me that? Can you give me that rag on your right down there on the ground?
Yes.
I don't have my rag.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm cleaning my paintbrush off. Y'all saw at the bottom of this water tub, there's like some little ridges at the bottom of this water tub. And so it really helps me. I just move the paintbrush back and forth, and it helps like all of the paint come off better. And then I'm going to take my paintbrush and I'm just going to squeeze it, and then it's pretty much clean. Don't look at this. This is just an old rag that I use and eventually I'm going to throw it in the trash can. Okay. It's just an old t-shirt that I use to clean my paintbrushes with when I'm painting.
It did have a,
right?
It did have a horsefly in it.
What?
That rag.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh my goodness.
He's dead.
Well, that's just great. Thank you. Are y'all having horsefly issues where you live? We live in the South, like in Louisiana, so we're having a big horsefly issue. And right now I'm having some cat hair issues because Sugar was on my table earlier. Somebody else said, oh my, yes, lots. So sick of horseflies.
You had an interesting rendezvous with one the other night.
Oh my gosh. No, we're not going there. We're not telling them the story of the horsefly. It's not appropriate for live people.
Well, we weren't going to cuss. Me too.
Okay. So that's what I'm going to do first. And then I am looking at what I'm going to do now. What I'm going to do now is I am going to take a little bit of a smaller paintbrush. And it's an angle brush. You could use a flat brush as well. Just something that's got a nice, maybe 1/2 inch or so. Okay, and I am going to use some burnt umber. I'm going to put a little bit of burnt umber, if I can get it to come out. Excuse my banging on these things never work for me, y'all. Do they work for y'all? They just don't work for me. I have to end up taking the cover off and taking the paint and just putting it on. What?
Louisiana is horse.
Oh my gosh.
Capital.
I do not remember having this many horseflies when we lived here before Montana. Oh, tell me about the hurt. I know. Okay, so I got my burnt umber. And don't worry about all these little specks right here. We're going to cover that up. I got my burnt umber, and I'm going to load the paintbrush up on both sides. I'm passing the paintbrush over and over on both sides, and I am going to start on this side. I'm going to make some trees. You make them as big as you want. Okay? We don't have to be perfect, but I'm going to make them. I need a little bit more paint. So you saw what I did? I dipped my paintbrush in the water, and then I came over here and I added that liquid to the paint, and then watch how much easier the paint's going to move on my palette here. See how much easier it moves? It covers a lot better. Are they talking about horseflies?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay. We're going to keep on going with these trees. Now, I want you to notice, if you want the tree to look like it's closer to you, then come down with the base of the tree further. If you want the tree to look like it's further away, then don't come down as far with the base of the tree. And that's going to make your dimension for these trees. Now I'm also going to show you how to make some trees darker and lighter than others. But as far as the distance away that the tree is from where you are, that's going to come by how far down you go with the tree. And that's going to make it look closer or further away. And then, we could make the tree trunk a little thinner if it's further back and all that good stuff. But for some reason, mine are just all big. So let's make a smaller one over here. Let's go just a little further right here. Let's make a smaller tree right there. And then I'm going to do one more, and I'm going to make it come down pretty far. I'm going to do a big one right here. So this painting is not necessarily going to look exactly like the original. I've already said that, but I just wanted to reiterate for those of you that may have come in late. Reiterate? Did I say it wrong?
No, you said it right.
Okay. I'm using all those big words, huh? Are you proud of me?
I was a little nervous there.
We can talk about integers and infinity and all that stuff.
Let's concentrate on the paint.
But don't talk about English with me.
Let's concentrate. No one needs to even think of a math word.
What?
My head hurts already. Hey, Wilson.
Hello, Miss Wilson. Y'all come on in, have a seat, get a cup of coffee or whatever it is. We have learned that if we drink coffee this late at night, we don't sleep. So coffee is out of the picture tonight. I'm drinking liquid IV water.
Good stuff.
I know it's got to be Miss Deborah said, "Oh no, math hugs." because Miss Deborah always puts hugs behind her comments. I love that.
I love it too.
Okay. So here's the beginning of our trees. Now, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to let it dry. Baby, I'm going to ask you to do me one more favor.
Yeah, I'd love to.
That heat gun, I'm going to have to buy me another heat gun because I keep on moving it. I'm going to need it because I need to let this dry.
Yeah.
And I need my heat gun to do that. And plug it in the back over there.
Okay.
Wait, you have to go. Do you see the plug? So far, this painting is pretty darn easy, right? Pretty darn easy. This is the easy part. Got it? Thank you, Boo. You can use a hair dryer, or you could just let it dry on its own. Instead of using, you don't have to use a heat gun. That's just the only thing that I have in front of me right now. My hair dryer is actually in my bathroom. I was using it a little while ago to wash my hair and blow dry it. And I only have one hair dryer, so you think I would buy one just for my art studio, right? Right up. You need it to be completely dry, okay? You definitely need it to be completely dry. This is not dry right here. So liquid IV is just the it's a packet of powder that you put in your water. It's kind of like, y'all probably remember Crystal Light when they used to have the little packets of Crystal Light. Maybe they still do have packets of Crystal Light. I don't know. And so it's kind of like that, but it has like minerals and vitamins to help hydrate you faster than just drinking a bunch of bottles of water. It's equivalent to drinking 3 bottles of water if you put the liquid IV in your water. And so we use that down here a lot, especially in the summertime when it's so hot and we get dehydrated really fast. Okay, so this is what I'm doing here. I'm using a paper towel. I should probably use a rag. I'm going to use a rag instead. Use something like a cotton rag or something. I'm dipping it in the water. I'm just getting it wet right there on the end. And then I'm taking some white acrylic paint. And that's like way too much. So I'm gonna dry it off some. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pass my rag over my painting to give it kind of like that fog effect. I'm going to do it I want it to be a little bit more. I'm going to make some of these just a little bit.
Deborah, it does give you energy.
Yes, it does give you energy.
But to be honest, it's not, it's less than a cup of coffee, but it helps get you through that lag in the day.
We buy them in bulk at Costco, and they average to be like maybe $1.50, $1.25 for one. And we usually drink like one a day.
Ginger, did you put water on that rag only?
Water and then white acrylic paint.
Okay.
Water and white acrylic paint. Okay, so you can see that's kind of how I made the trees look like they're in the fog. Okay, so then what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take a Filbert brush. It's Filbert time. Filbert time. Here we go. Filbert time. I wish I could sing, but I can't. All right.
And this never stops you from trying, though.
No. I'm gonna start putting my trees, my like that part. I'm gonna use you make me laugh. I'm gonna use green and brown together, and I'm using my filbert brush, and I'm just
And they are on the filbert.
Filbert is everybody's
Pat
name.
Pat Bird got them all. Got them all.
We have decided
No,
that
she did not, Elizabeth.
Elizabeth. We have decided that we're gonna have to have a mascot named Filbert, but we don't know what the mascot is gonna be yet. Right? Is it gonna be a cat? Are we gonna get a cat named Filbert? Filbert. We love Filbert. Filbert is our best friend. Okay, I need some more brown. So I'm actually using the top of my little paint here. And then I'm grabbing a little bit of this sap green. And I'm actually mixing these two colors together. And I'm taking my old and raggedy filbert brush. You see how raggedy it is? It's like, it's really old. See how there's no way I'll get it to be perfect again? I like those brushes better than any other brushes that I use because I like to keep my paintings impressionistic. So this one, although is not that impressionistic, I mean, it kind of is because, the way we're going to do the soldier standing there, he, of course you can't see his eyes or his nose or anything like that, but you could definitely tell that it's a soldier, right? And so that's kind of like that impressionistic style. The further away you are from the painting, the more you can tell, like what it is I'm actually trying to produce. And then the closer you get to the painting, the more you can't tell what the painting is. Well, I guess you can still tell what it is, huh?
I do too, Deborah.
What?
I like the detail of the flag.
Yeah, that's going to be the fun part. We may or may not go into day 2. Okay, so this may be a part 1 and a part 2. It just depends on how far we get today. Okay, because sometimes you just never know. Sometimes some components of the painting end up taking me longer because maybe I mess up or
you talk too much.
I talk too much.
We give away things.
So yeah, we have a lot of fun.
Are we giving away something tonight?
We surely are.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun. We're giving away. So if you don't mind, and if you're having a good time and you're enjoying the painting so far, I would really appreciate you sprinkling the love and sharing this opportunity to watch this live with your friends so that they can enjoy it as well. Because we like to have a good time, and the more the merrier, right?
Right on.
So let us know.
Well, and also, when we say a good time, let's be real about it, right?
Uh-huh.
We like to lift up each other,
and
we pick each other up with words of encouragement, with prayers, and with a kind word from our heart. When we have a bad day, we bring it. When we have a great day, we bring it.
Absolutely.
This is what we do.
Yes.
Are you going in a circle there or dabbing?
I am kind of doing a little bit of both, but mostly circling. And then what I just did was I added a little bit of white on my paintbrush just to help kind of make the trees look a little bit more muted.
Do you have any idea why the outside of the brush breaks off?
Because I don't take care of it like I should. Is that what, like all of this, is that what they're talking about?
I think so.
The brush, yeah. I probably left this brush in the water overnight or maybe 2 or 3 or 4 days. I don't know. And then when you leave it like that in the water and you don't do anything with it, then it just makes the ends go out. But I kind of like that.
Yeah, Pat does not see the sprinkle button, and I don't either.
The share?
Where is that? I don't see it.
I don't know. Somebody help. Help us.
Jocularity. Sandra, I am not on StreamYard.
I'm on StreamYard.
But
Why?
Ginger is.
It's at the bottom right of the comments, Cindy said. It is the arrow by the comments. Oh, okay. I see what y'all are saying. Yeah, it's kind of hidden. It's like a little arrow that makes a little curve.
Shay, I'm glad you're back with us.
Okay, so there's my
It's not on here tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's crazy. Okay, so now I'm going back to my trees. And like this tree right here, I want him to be in front of all of this.
Cassie says you can't share from a private group.
That is exactly right. If you are in a private group, you cannot share. You have to be on Jen's Den Art public page. So that's why you can't see the share button. I forgot that I was streaming in our private groups as well.
Well, then y'all just think about it.
Or you can just go find us on my public page and then sprinkle the love there.
Am I supposed to do something, Mom?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
You're all good. It's all good. I know y'all. I know y'all mean the best. No hard feelings. Okay, so
the best.
I'm gonna make this tree come to the front, and I'm gonna make this tree come to the front. So I'm going back over my trees with some burnt umber, and I'm making them come out to the front a little bit more. And I'm gonna leave those others kind of out there. Just a little bit. Watch what I'm going to do. Y'all going to see. Yeah, probably shouldn't have done that one that much. But we're going to dry this again. So hang on to your britches. A little branch coming out right here. Okay, so it's all dry. And then I'm going to go back to my same routine I was doing before. I'm going to take my rag. Okay, it's just an old t-shirt. All right, I'm going to dip it in the water. I don't even really care if the water's dirty or not. It would be better if I use the clear water.
Do you want me to get you some?
I have some. See, I have a 2-tray water tray. This is clean water and this is my dirty water. The clean water is better for me to use. Okay, so I always have two water containers. Okay, so I got my rag wet.
Jen, real quick, will this tutorial be saved in the tribe?
Yes, it will.
Right on. Thank you, Lisa.
Yes, it is available for all of the tribe and mini tribers for as long as you are a member. Okay, so I'm going to go back over it again. And what you're going to see this time is the trees way in the back are going to get even further. They're going to have even more like fogginess over them.
Holy moly.
So you see how that happened?
Yeah, that's crazy.
So now these trees look even further back or more fog. You know, they have more fog than the other ones. So that's pretty cool. I like doing that. It's super cool to work with that.
Wow.
All right. I really shouldn't have done that, what I just did.
What'd you do?
I just tried to.
Yeah, add new paint to a foggy situation.
Yeah, I shouldn't have done that.
Do that all the time.
Hey, come on now.
No, I was wondering when you did it. I was like, I wonder why you had to paint to a foggy situation.
I don't know. Just don't do what I just did right there. Okay, that didn't work out. But we're gonna cover that up. So don't worry about it.
Technique.
Isn't it cool? I like it. Okay, so
Wow.
I'm gonna go one more time with a little bit more of the green and the white and the brown on my trees. Just a little bit more. So you learn that when you start working with acrylics or any painting, it doesn't matter well, I don't know that much about watercolor. Watercolor is a little different, but I would assume like oils or acrylics or gouache or whatever you call that other painting medium. Layers are what makes your painting. Layers are what makes your painting. You have to allow yourself the time to do the layers. If you want to really learn how to paint, praiseworthy and sell your paintings, and which is what I highly recommend you learn how to do, and what we teach you how to do in your painting journey. You have to give yourself grace and patience. You cannot create a painting in just 45 minutes and expect it to be, your masterpiece. I mean, maybe some people can if they're just using a palette knife and doing that. But I like to spend anywhere from 1 to 3, sometimes 5 or 6 hours on a painting to get it right. It depending on how big it is and all.
You don't do it all at once though, right? I mean,
no, I can't. I don't have the focus to do that. I don't have that kind of focus. I'm kind of ADD when it comes to that kind of stuff. Okay, so you can see this is where we are. This is where we are. And this is where we're going, just to give you another heads up. So I see that I came a lot lower with some of my trees here. So let's go ahead and do that just a little bit further. I'm going to come down. I'm going to add some of this green. What do y'all think about that? Do you feel like, what's your experience with paintings? Do you feel like you need to spend more time than just an hour on a painting,
or would you like to spend more time doing arts?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I find mine is about 3 hours is my average on a medium-sized painting, is what I find I spend.
Anne Marie says I spend days.
Isn't it fun?
Yeah.
Do you put it aside? That's what I do too, Anne Marie. I put it aside, and I actually I'll bring it in my kitchen, and I'll put it leaning against the dining room table or something, and I'll just look at it for 3 or 4 days, and I'm like, okay, I'm ready to fix some of this. Sometimes I'll leave it there for months actually. So, and then it's hard to determine when you're actually done.
Oh yeah, Shay.
It is.
Yeah. So here's some comments for you.
Part of the challenge of it all.
Find myself spending up to 1 week before I finish one.
Mm-hmm.
Love a painting that takes time, but I have to have a break in between.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yes.
I put it to the side and look and add and add.
Isn't that's part of the challenge of it? I love a good challenge, and that's one of the things I love about trying to paint higher level than what I think I can paint.
Lisa says, "Yep, I can watch for hours."
That is funny.
I can too, Lisa.
It's so funny.
So that's a great question, Deborah. Did the guy who's going through therapy get his horse painting yet?
Oh, no. Look, did I show y'all? I'm mailing it off this week. Did I show y'all? I'm still working on him. This is a cowboy. I'm doing a commission piece. Actually, it's a gift for his therapy. He's in physical therapy. He got in a bad accident. He's only 23 years old. And it's my son's it's someone who my son knows very well, and in Montana, and he is in a physical therapy hospital in Colorado, and they asked me to paint him a painting to put in his physical therapy room for him because he's going to be there a while. And so yeah, I got the address where to send it, and I'm going to be sending it this week. So I'm super excited about it. All right. So let's see where we're going to go next. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to start on the tombstones. Okay. And the tombstones are basically white and blue. You can see a little bit of the blue in them. All right. So I'm going to use a filbert brush. Let me find a nice filbert brush. Let's see if I have one. Yeah, this one's a pretty good one. Okay. And a filbert, by the way, if y'all don't know, is rounded on the end. Okay. I'm going to dip it in the water just to get it started and get it moist. And then I'm going to take a little bit of this blue and white, and I'm going to make, I want it to be mostly white.
That bird, she's a beast.
What?
Well,
Filbert? She probably already had it typed in and was waiting to press.
I don't think so. I think that bird's got AT&T 1 gig.
All right, so you know what? I'm going to start with the medium. I'm going to start, and I'm going to try to make them, the ones I did here, I didn't make them very much linear. I didn't really try to make them very linear. So I'm going to try to make them a little more linear here, meaning that I'm going to try to make them, I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to give myself a path. And I'm going to try to make them, as I get closer to the front, I'm going a little bit bigger as I go.
Pat said, no, I didn't. Anne Marie said, send her a filbert and then ban her.
I already had to ban her from some other things because she keeps winning all the prizes we give away. No, I'm picking on you, Miss Pat. We love you. You know that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you see how I want everything to be kind of linear. So I'm going to continue that again right here with another layer. And they don't have to be perfect. Basically, I'm just making some little tombstones. And the closer I get to the front, the bigger they're going to be. All right. Let's get some more white. And back here, I'm just going to make a bunch of little ones that kind of get lost in the fog back there. I'm not really concerned about making them perfect.
Trudy likes the liner brush.
The liner brush?
Or like the linear. Sorry.
What?
She put.
The linear. Yes. Yeah. The first time I went kind of
small
crazy.
Small words, Trudy. Small words, please.
What?
Nothing. I was talking to Trudy. Sorry.
Y'all confused me.
Sorry.
And then I started going like all over the place. I don't know. I guess I wasn't paying attention or something. And then I realized, I'm like, oh gosh, they doesn't really look like a military cemetery, does it? Because they weren't very, in a line.
I think it looks beautiful.
So notice I'm not being really careful about these. I'm just going kind of fast because I want to keep it, kind of impressionistic. And y'all know, if you've been following me for a while, I'm a fast painter. We're going to come back and make them look even better. But right now, we're just making like the first pass. Okay? Okay. I'm used to doing that from the classroom. Okay? Everybody okay? Capiche? And they would say capuche.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Capiche? Capuche.
That's cute. It's cute that you had that,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that little thing with them.
And they were high school students too. They loved it. It was fun. All right, here we go. We're almost done with our first round. Okay. All right, so then I'm going to come back and be a little more strategic now that I got my first layer. And I'm just going to just give it a little more time with the paintbrush, you know? A little bit of that blue, a little bit of that white.
You are fast, baby.
Paint fast, yeah.
But guess what? Do you?
Do you? Yeah. That's the best thing about the videos, y'all. You can pause it and then, you know, work at your own pace. Watch the replay, pause it. We do that. We talk about that all the time in our membership.
There's a flag called "Don't Tread on Me," and it basically means you do you and I'll do me. And if what you do interferes with me, we got a problem.
It's a Montana thing. I think it's more than just a Montana thing, though, huh?
It is. Montana just likes to adopt it.
Okay. I want a little bit more of the blue. So just to give it a little bit more color. If y'all hear something that sounds like a dinosaur, it's Stella. She's snoring right under my feet. It's our dog, Stella. She's what, 10 and a half. She just went to the vet and everything. She's doing wonderful. We were scared because she has a couple of little cysts on her. But the vet was like, no, that's all good. You know, that's normal for that age and stuff. And he said they're benign and all that good stuff. So.
Oh, Cindy, well, we do.
Thank you, Lydia, for the nice words. Arlington Cemetery. Oh, that's good.
I didn't see Lydia's comments.
I am seeing all of the different. I'm streaming into 4 different groups right now, so that's why you're not seeing some of the comments.
You're only on StreamYard.
Where are you? Are you in the art tribe?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm on Jen's Den Art.
So I'm not reading other people's comments.
Correct. Go to Jen's Den Art.
Is this the first time that I've ever been on a live? This is ridiculous. All right, hang on, everyone. Am I able to see our tribe on Jen's Den Art?
No.
Oh, wait a minute. And this is getting ridiculous.
Oh, look how cool this is. Oh my gosh. I want y'all to notice something that I'm getting ready to do. Do y'all see that? This is like the real sun from outside. Do y'all see that? Isn't that cool how it's looking like that on the painting? You can see the shadow. Watch what I'm going to do. Let's see if I can do it. I am actually going to add some white to my painting and make it look like the sun rays back there.
Jen's Den Art. Where am I? Jen's Den.
That is so super cool. And then when the sun's not there, it's still going to look like the sun is shining through. Y'all, is that not beautiful? Look what just happened. So I have my window open and we're right in front of the window and the sun's going down. And so that's the shadow from the real sunlight from outside. And look what I just did.
Oh,
I just made it look like it's part of the painting.
Oh, hey, Lydia. I see everyone.
Y'all can see what I did. I hope y'all can see what I did.
Oh, Nancy and Louie.
Isn't that cool?
I'm sorry I was talking, Mom.
That's okay.
I just got
Did you see what I just did? I don't think you did.
I heard what you did, and it's amazing.
Thank you. I was waiting for you to give me kudos.
Well, I was gonna tell you later. I just didn't want you to get the big head.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna do now. We're gonna take a little, almost like a little liner brush, and I'm gonna dip into the titanium white, and I want you to pay attention. You notice like these little areas on the tombstones where I kind of highlighted the tops of them, not on all of them, but just some of them because of the angle. So I'm just gonna go back and I'm going to do that on some of these. And I'm just gonna pull just on the top and then on the side, and on the top and on the side.
Candy, by the way, Candy Sanders was painting with you.
Oh, good, Candy. Awesome.
I apologize for not being attached to the other.
So I am not using a template because even though we provide templates
Hello, Terry.
for just about every single painting, I have started for most of the paintings. What I do is when I teach the painting, I start the painting off by teaching you how to paint it without a template. And then, but if you don't want to do that yet, and you feel like you need the template for whatever it is we're painting, then you can use the template and then just skip that part of the painting. So I don't use templates anymore, except for certain animal faces. I still have trouble getting, sometimes like the cow eyes and stuff like that. I still have trouble getting all of that to work right for me when we paint animals. So I usually do use a template for that kind of stuff.
Hello, Terry.
But I'm not going to use a template tonight, although one is provided. So if you did not get a link to the template, I can put the link again. Let me see if I can put it in here. I'm going to paste it.
And Coletta did say, and she does say, and I agree with this, you do encourage us to not use the template.
Mm-hmm.
You feel it takes our painting to a higher level, and she agrees, and I agree as well.
Mm-hmm.
I never use the template. Never. I have never used the template.
Michael will not paint. Everybody wants him to paint with us one night, and he won't do it. Okay, so I think that's good. Okay, I think that's good. I like where it's going. Yes, definitely, Cindy. The man is going to be a challenge, but he's so impressionistic, it's really not going to be hard. So we're actually going to do the man next, and then we're going to let's see what time it is. How are we doing with time? We've been about an hour.
6:58.
Okay, so we're going to do the man, and then we're going to come back tomorrow night, y'all. We're going to have to. So, because this is just going to take a little bit longer than I wanted to. And I know me, after about an hour and 15 minutes, I'm done.
Hey, Marianne.
I have to stop. I have to take a break. I have to go just, I don't know, use the bathroom or walk outside and go check on my flowers and whatever it is. It's really hard for me to stay more than an hour and a half on a painting. Okay, so I'm going to put my little man right here, my soldier, maybe a little more. I'm going to put him right here so that y'all can see him. And I am going to I'm actually going to use black. And I'm just going to use any kind of paintbrush. Let me go kind of small. I'm going to draw him. Though this paintbrush needs to be clean. It's hard.
You want me to do something?
Nuh-uh. I just need to go clean my paintbrushes again because some of them I let stay in the water for too long. Or I didn't put them in the water and now they're like really hard and need to be cleaned.
I do too, Camilla. I love how the light is peeking through the tree.
Isn't that cool how that ended up working out? I love it. Okay, I'm gonna use black because I have a bunch of it on my palette that I have not used yet. And I'm gonna mix it with a little bit of white just to make it not so black, you know? And I'm going to, this is where my eyes are gonna go. I'm actually gonna start at the bottom and I'm gonna go up. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give myself a point of reference. And my point of reference is going to be a point, P-O-I-N-T.
I thought you said a quaint.
A point. Is that my Louisiana accent coming out? A point of reference on how high up I want my soldier to be. So I am going to say that he's going to be about right here. It's about right. Okay, so that gives me an idea. Excuse me, y'all. The dog just saw a car pass and decided to bark. All right, so I'm just going to use this to, you can't really see it, so let me get it a little bit darker or maybe a little bit lighter. Let's go with some white. I'm just gonna draw. Let me put it in the camera so y'all can see what I'm doing. This is like his backpack. And then his leg, let's see, his leg's gonna be about right here. Coming up. And then his shirt.
It's okay, Liz. It's just Charlie. Liz got scared.
Let's go a little bit further out with the backpack. Okay, so here's his legs.
We'll come to your pool and bring Charlie.
Is it, who is it?
Liz. Sister Liz.
Sister Liz. You been in the pool, Miss Liz? Okay, so his arm's gonna go out here. Get a little bit more in that black. His arm's gonna go out here. Okay, so we need a larger hat. A little bit. All right, so what I'm looking at right now is I'm looking at the dark. See right here, this dark area? That's like the shaded area that is his back and his bottom. Okay, and I want to kind of outline that right there so that I have an idea of where his body is versus the actual backpack that he's holding. So I'm just gonna kind of give myself a better guide to distinguish between the two. And this is going to be much darker right there. And then his legs, what's going to happen here is this is the back leg, and it's going to be dark because it's kind of like shaded. So I'm going to make sure that I use more black back here. That's going to be the darker. This is all going to be darker, all right there. And then we're just going to start putting all the different colors in here tomorrow. But at least I have an outline, okay? Have an outline of where I'm going with my soldier. I'm going to make his leg a little bit wider right here. What do y'all think? This is going to be his shirt. And then his face right here. And then all of this we're going to fill in with some greens and some browns and, you know, make it look like a military soldier uniform. So, and maybe even make
Is there a way to take the captions off?
Yes, pull to the, well, if you're on a phone, turn your phone and then pull to the left, or I don't know. Everybody else will be able to answer that better than me because they watch it like I do. I mean, like I like they watch it. I don't. I just I just do the video. So that's a really rough draft of my soldier. And I would really like for you all to come back tomorrow night, and we are going to finish our soldier painting. You're going to need for tomorrow night to finish this up. I'm going to give y'all a day to catch up. Okay. You're going to need a red. I'm going to be using a really bright, it's called Pyrrol, Pyrrol. Pyrrol red is a really, really vibrant red. You can use any red you want. You're going to need your whites. You're going to need black. You're going to need a blue. If you don't have a navy blue or a Payne's gray, then you might want to just use blue and black mixed together. Very, very little black. And then that's going to give you a really pretty navy color. And then we're gonna use a little bit of the burnt umber and the yellow and orange, just a little bit of orange in here for the flesh tone, and just to make it kind of look like a camouflage outfit there. And then yeah, I think that's
will people get a notice tomorrow?
Yes, I'm going, as soon as I get off of this live, I'm going to set up another event, and I'm going to email it out with the template again. Okay, so I'm going to email it out with a template. I'm going to email out the event so you get the notification, and I'm going to attach this video to the email as well, so that you are all aware of.
You making room for me?
Yes, and then we're not done. Don't leave just yet. We have a little bit more to discuss here with Michael coming in. If you're unaware, and if you're new to Jen's Den Art, you know that one of the things, well, if you're new, you don't know this, and I'll explain it to you now. One of the things that we do in our lives is we take prayer requests during the live, and then at the end of the live, and that's what happens in our private group. And then at the end of the live, Michael comes in and
gets a cramp in my left hamstring and has to stand up real quick.
Did you get a cramp?
Oh, what? I thought I was out of the camera. Oh my gosh. Oh God. That liquid IV works great.
Bring your chair so you can sit in your chair.
You give me 6 inches. Oh, I can move the.
Here, baby. Sit.
So it's very exciting around here.
This is the kind of stuff you get on our lives, y'all.
I know, Anne-Marie. I'm such a hog when it comes to wanting attention. And Cindy said I'm not laughing.
Eat mustard or pickle juice. Pickle juice. We are out of pickle juice. That's how bad our cramps get. I know, it's crazy. Okay, so anyway, like we were saying, we like to pray at the end of our lives, and we do a little devotional at the end of our lives. So we would like to give you a little taste of that right now. And Michael, you can take over.
A devotional?
No, whatever you normally do.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So if you were paying attention tonight and you read the comments as we were going on, you see that the comments can range from painting to Jesus, to cooking, to eating, to dog, whatever. And that's one of the things that we really try to promote. We try to promote a family-like atmosphere where like-minded people come together and love on one another.
But most importantly, we paint, and I do explain the painting.
And we paint. But we also do what I'm about to do now. So if you have a prayer request, as I'm praying, mention your need to God silently. Think of it. God's a mind reader, right? He already knows what's going to happen long before we do. Mm-hmm. So let's pray right now. So Holy God, we thank you for this time that you've given us to be together with friends, family, and possibly new people to enjoy your word. Lord, we thank you for the blessings of life. We thank you for everything that you've done for us. We thank you for allowing us to be here tonight to speak of you, God. We know that that is only happening because of you. God, I would ask that you would watch over everyone that's on tonight and their family, God, that you would give them strength and encouragement for the day, for the evening, and for tomorrow, God, and that they would be a bold witness for you, Jesus Christ. For it is in his name that we pray. Amen.
Amen. All right, guys, we have a prize to give away. So we hope you have stayed around because we are going to pick a winner. And this is what you are going to get. You are going to win a
Rhoda, thank you.
set of acrylic paints, a 24-piece set of acrylic paints, Artist Loft. It comes with all of these colors right here, as well as 4 mediums. You get some mediums as well, like gloss gel medium, modeling paste, slow dry blending medium, all those fun things. And this prize is going to go to someone who is still on the live right now and who puts their name in the comments. We're going to ask you to put your name in the comments because where we're trying to choose the winner, some of them just say Facebook user. And so we need you to actually comment your name because we don't want to pick somebody that just says Facebook user.
So we have to pick on there.
Yes, so we have to pick on here.
Yeah, because there's 2 things going here, unless you want to give away two. Okay,
we'll just because there's 4 total. It would be too complicated. They're all right here on this one.
4.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So right now, what I need you to do is just put your name in the comments and keep on putting your name in the comments right now. Because what I'm seeing is I'm seeing all of these comments floating by. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to close my eyes and I'm going to point my finger and Michael is going to tell us who I pointed at.
I'm going to tell her who she pointed at. What?
All right. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Patty, where was it? Patty. Oh, it went up. Patty, it went up.
Patty
Adams.
Patty Adams. Okay, Patty Adams. Yes, Patty Adams. AFAMS. This one.
Patty Adams.
Patty Adams.
Hey, Patty. Woo!
So, Patty, your name showed up too. So good. All right. Congratulations, Patty. I'm going to ask you to email at support. Let me put it in the comments right here. support@jensdenart.com. That is our email. If you could send us your shipping address, unless you're a member of our membership, then I already have your shipping address from our shipping address form that you may have already filled out.
And Patty, if you want it quick, send us your credit card number and that 3-digit no, I'm not just joking. I'm just joking. I'm gonna get in trouble for that one.
All right, guys, y'all have a great night, and we will be back tomorrow for the final
6 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock Eastern.
Yes.
5 o'clock Mountain Time.
Yes.
4 o'clock California time.
To finish our painting.
Pacific.
And if you want to share your work, make sure you go to my free acrylic painting Facebook group, and you can share your work with us so we can see what you're doing. And if you're a member, of course, you can share it in the membership groups as well. And guys, we'll see y'all tomorrow
What's that
night.
mean? Are you on 2 or MU? What does that mean? Linda put that.
I don't know what that means.
Okay. Sorry. Linda, I don't know. Are you super?
All right. We will be back at 6 p.m. tomorrow Central.
Later, guys.
Bye. Thank y'all for being here. Bye.
Are you